Hello, this is Nelly from the Nelly Nene show, Nelly's daddy. So Naomi's a special girl, but she's a very loving girl. She's been through a lot in her life. She is delayed. We think she's borderline autism, and she needs a lot of love in her life. I would like my wife to explain some of her disabilities. She's a little girl that I've taken on, that I've loved so much, and we're inseparable. How I met her was, I was invited over to my wife's house when she wasn't my wife at the time, and two men were in a wrestle, like, you know, face to face, and Naomi got between them, and me not knowing Naomi, I pulled her out from between them and handed her to her mother. That's when her mother started finding attraction to me because I cared about her daughter. We've been inseparable and we've had a bond ever since. I'm explaining how I pulled her from between the two boys that were in each other's face, and how we've been inseparable and we've had a bond ever since.
Yeah.
If you want to go into a little more niche with that situation or anything,
That may be a discussion for another time.
okay. Also, I was explaining to the subscribers in the world that I'd like you to explain some of her disabilities and just kind of go through why Nene's Nene. And I'll let you take over while I talk to Nene.
Okay.
Fix it? Okay, stand up. No, just work with it. Not against it.
Okay. Well, Naomi,
There you go.
she was born with certain issues. At about 3 weeks old, we took her to the hospital and she was diagnosed with Sandifer syndrome, which is an extreme case of GERD, acid reflux. She was put on medication, and during that time she was hospitalized because it looked like she had seizures. It was about 24 months when we realized that she's starting to get more and more delayed. Some of her delays, well, the number one is a receptive and expressive language delay. She doesn't process things as quickly as regular children, and she also doesn't talk clearly like a regular child. Some of her communication issues, she drops consonants, which is letters like D, K, B, regular letters, not vowels. She also has a delay in motor skills of her mouth, which also affect her swallowing. So she has dysphagia. She chokes and coughs. She has a hard time swallowing foods and liquids. She had an MRI done that depicted that her white matter in her brain wasn't fully developed yet. She also stims. She walks or runs in circles. She does echolalia, so sometimes she does high-pitched screaming or screeching. She also walks in circles around and around. Sometimes it lasts a while and sometimes it's really short.
For the viewers, would you like to explain what stimming is?
Yeah, stimming is self-stimulatory behaviors that help soothe the person who is stimming. And she also for a while was doing another sort of echolalia. I posted a video of it and it says echolalia on it. She was doing that all day, every day. She does toe walking. She still does that quite a bit. She had a fine motor, gross motor, language, communication, physical delay, all of these things were very, very they were very observant. You could see them. Then when Nelly came around, all of these things started kind of slowly going away. It took a while for her sleep behaviors to start to go. She takes melatonin every night before bed to help her sleep. Otherwise, she gets up several times and it takes her a really, really long time to go to sleep. But like I said, a lot of these things are almost gone. She now she still goes to speech therapy, but almost all of her therapies are ending because with Nelly around, her issues sort of just disappear. But if he's gone for any sort of time, her issues come right back and usually triple in what they were in intensity before. So we're really grateful for him to be here and working with her and for her issues to be getting better.
What doctors was she going to before I came around? I know she was getting a lot of therapy, a lot of doctor's appointments, and they've slowly disappeared because she's been doing so well. I mean, can you kind of explain, you know, how many doctor's appointments you were going to a week, what different therapies she was going to, including like her speech and driving all the way to Portland. We live in Tillamook, Oregon, by the way. We're in the process of moving. That's why some videos you see a dirty house, because we have boxes and clothes all over the place because we're packing.
Yeah.
Would you like to, you know, explain, you know, why we go to Portland hospitals and how many doctor's appointments you had a week and what they were?
We were going back and forth to Portland a couple times a week, and with other appointments, she had an appointment almost every single day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we booked 2 or 3 in a day.
That was outrageous.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Time consuming.
Very.
Like, she would get off work and go directly to a doctor's appointment, and then right after that doctor's appointment, we'd go across the street to another doctor's appointment, and then on top of that, Xavier had a doctor's appointment, on top of that, you had a doctor's appointment, and then when I came around, on top of that, I had a doctor's appointment. So maybe it was 4 or 5 doctor's appointments one day. That was crazy.
It really was.
But can you kind of explain, like, what her doctor's appointments were about? I know we had speech therapy. I know that they came to the house to help with her motor skills and her learning. Can you kind of explain, like, what those were about?
So, of course, she has her regular PCP, but she also has early intervention. They come a couple times a month to help work with her. She also has she had speech therapy, occupational therapy. She did go to physical therapy once for her W sitting because it was starting to affect her hips. She still has back pain, so we're still trying to figure that out. She has an ENT, a neurologist. She does swallowing therapy for her dysphagia. Oh gosh, I can't even remember all of them.
That's how many there was.
Yeah, there's been quite a few.
So the issue we're having right now is because she's so bonded to me, she doesn't really, I would say, what do you say, like 80% of the time she wants daddy, daddy, daddy. So the issue we're kind of having right now is she wants me all the time, and she's not really bonding with the other members of the family. So we're coming up with a plan where at least once a day for an hour, my wife takes her outside or watches a movie with her. This morning I went to the store. They had time together to watch Signing Time, which she very well enjoys. She very well enjoys the show Word Party. So
she does.
Even yesterday, she spent a lot of time with her, you know, giving her a bath, playing toys with her in the bath, and just getting that bonding back. We won't go into detail about in this video, but it was a rough start and a rough patch when my wife got pregnant with Naomi, and when she was born, there was a rough bonding moment there. But like I said, we won't go into that in this video. Maybe my wife down the road can explain, you know, the physical bond and the mental bond when it came to Naomi. But I'm really encouraging my wife to at least get an hour a day where it's just those two. Because if I'm anywhere in a room with my wife and Naomi or wherever, she automatically wants me. So, I mean, I'm encouraging our 10-year-old son Xavier to spending more bonding time instead of being a bully. You know how 10-year-olds are with little sisters. I'm encouraging them to play and watch a movie together and lay next to each other and laugh with each other and stuff like that, instead of screaming at each other and going that route. With anybody with kids, you understand what I'm saying.
Siblings fight all the time.
Trust me, I have 6 or 7 other siblings. So, and you're what, the middle child of 3?
Yeah. So, and I have a stepsister. We went our rounds too.
Amber?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in another video, we can go into, you know, our siblings and, you know, how Naomi interacts with them and relates to them. And we'll be doing more videos, you know, we're going to be going camping here pretty soon. We'll go see her parents, which Naomi adores Grandma and Grandpa. We'll be doing all kinds of videos to show you guys her progress and just so you can follow Naomi's life, you know, see how she develops, you know, with all the disabilities and issues that she has with her life at the moment. Did you want to say hi? Did you? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
No, 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 no.
It's her favorite song.
It's a very,
Not a child-friendly song.
not a child-friendly song. It's Choices by E40 that I like to play sometimes. And Naomi likes to copy the nope, yep, yeah, 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 no, no, no part of it. I mean, she doesn't, because she's 2, she doesn't really understand the song. But she gets the gist of some of her favorite words, like nope and yep. And no, 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 and yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, for a typical 2-year-old, then those are their favorite words. You know, like, you want to take a nap? Nope. You want a peanut butter jelly sandwich? Yep. So, anybody with a 2-year-old or a 2-year-old with disabilities understands what I'm talking about. The reason why it's not the Naomi D. Nelly show. My wife will be probably in a lot of the videos, but I wanted to center on Naomi, aka Nene, and the bond, and you know, continuing her life, try to get her out of the disability mode. She'll always have disabilities, that's just a given. But the bond with me and her and the progress that we make together is unfathomable. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So, my wife does a lot of the side work when it comes to my channel. She uploads probably 90 to 95% of the videos because that's what she's enjoying doing. She narrates and takes most of the videos that we do. So, she's a very help in that, and you'll hear her in the background of a lot of videos as well. All I ask is to be respectful on comments. I'm not here to down anybody. Everybody has their reasons and everybody has their issues.
We don't want negative comments.
What I'm gonna say is, if certain people see these videos and
Starts trouble.
my wife already said last night, there's gonna be haters.
Always.
One of her grandmas is gonna hate because once I came into my wife's life and these children's life, especially Naomi's life, I've been more of a, what do you say, a priority, more of a person that is more involved. And when we bring people around, she gets off her schedule, her structure, and downgrades. And we're not trying to push family members and friends out of her life. We're trying to keep her on track. Do you agree with that?
Naomi's development goes downhill when she gets off her schedule and when we don't push every possible thing to help her learn. We have a certain routine that we do every single day, and when she doesn't have that, things just start falling apart.
The reason why I say there's going to be haters is because of our strict schedule with her, and me being here, a lot of people don't agree to have me around because they think that I'm mentally, physically, or not able or to help her, and they want to be more involved, and they know that I'm involved, and they don't like that because they're usually the ones to be more involved because my wife was working a lot, and so they were more involved in Naomi's life. and they don't like the fact that I'm directly involved in her life, and they want to hate because they don't spend nearly as much time with Naomi as they used to. So they hate on me, as the slang in this generation, because they think that I'm pushing them away because I don't want them involved in my family, which is not the case. Because if that was the case, then I wouldn't have had a courtesy visit to any people that I physically myself drove them to. So that's not the case. I'm not trying to push anybody out of her life, my wife's life, or Xavier's life, because, you know, I have disagreements with people that I brought the kids physically to visit them, because we are moving out of this town, and people just need to not hate, you know. I'm pretty sure these videos are going to get back to their bios, so when that happens, I would appreciate that you be respectful as possible. I'm going to say this once and only once in this video. It should be you in this video, Mr. Bio of Naomi, not me. But because you don't want nothing to do with her, I stepped up and took care of this little girl like she's my own, because she is my own. And, you know, if this video gets back to Xavier's bio, you'd rather drink and you'd rather be a nuisance and not take care of your son. So, in both of you, Naomi's bio and Xavier's bio, you don't want nothing to do with your kids. You've physically told me and my wife that you want adoption papers so I can adopt them, so fine, I am. And you see the progression in this kid, and you'll see Xavier's progression as he's no longer punching walls. He is, you know, he's still got his 10-year-old attitude. He's still ADD, he's still taking his medications. He's still the regular 10-year-old, but the progression that he's made since I've been around has been outstanding. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say that once about you two. We all know who the haters are going to be. Everybody just needs to watch the progression of Naomi's life. You know, anybody that's involved in her life, anybody that wants to see her proceed, you should subscribe to my channel and just watch her progress in her life and be happy that she's well taken care of by two parents and not one parent and somebody that thinks that he's a daddy. There's a difference between, I hate this term a lot, a sperm donor, someone that thinks he's a father, and someone that thinks he's a daddy, and a real effing dad. And that's me. So, subscribe to my channel. You can keyword it at Nelly and Nene or Nelly and Naomi Show. And if you can't find it, you can hit me up on Facebook at Nelly Smith. It has a picture of me wearing glasses, or you can find my wife, which is posted on her wall as well, at D Smith, D-E-E Smith. And then what's the picture of your profile? Is it the...
It's a sunset.
It's a sunset. It's an orangish yellowish sunset. I
just gotta say, you know, my husband's put a lot of time and effort into taking care of Naomi, so please be respectful and don't leave negative comments. We don't want a bunch of drama. Okay?
And so with that being said, we will post a video later on with her progressions, because we got to get some more house cleaning done, and this little girl is kicking my back, and
be nice.
She's not being very nice to Daddy.
She is not.
Would you like to say anything, Nene?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not even bye?
But.
You gonna tell them bye?
Come here.
Bye. What?
They can't see you. You're gonna have to sit
You
up.
have to sit up.
Bye, everyone. My name is Nelly, and this is the Nelly and Nene show, and this is my wife Dee, aka Danny. Subscribe. I gave you all the information. I'll give you the information again. It's keyword Nelly and Nene, Nene, or Nelly and Nene show, NELOY space AND space NENE space SHOW. And Facebook is Nelly Smith, and my wife's Facebook is D Smith. And that's about it for now. Anything else?
Bye, everyone.
Say I love you, world.
Love you, world.
Blow them a kiss.
Blow them a kiss. She's being shy. She's laughing.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.